guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for joining us here today in Iron Mama's Greens. I'm Amanda.
I am Rashawn.
And today we're going to be giving you 5 tips for going plant-based. So we know that starting out on a plant-based diet can be very confusing, not knowing what resources to use or where to turn, so we hope that these 5 tips make it a little bit easier for you. So Rashawn's going to go ahead and kick us off with our first tip, which is to ease in / remix your recipes.
Yeah, you can easy way into the plant-based lifestyle by doing a few things. You can switch out your ground turkey, your ground beef with some plant-based crumbles. That's a really good option. Or for your cheese, I know cheese might be a little hard, a little hard at the beginning. It was hard for me, that and ice cream. But she put me on to a lot of coconut-based ice creams that were pretty good by So Delicious. Yeah. And then there's some good cheeses by Daiya that can
help make it easier. Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely. And you know, you don't have to go from like being a total like meat eater, dairy consumer to like eating totally vegan or plant-based overnight. It definitely is a process. I started out just being vegetarian, and then over time I started to cut dairy out of my diet, and it made it easier for me to stick with it. Also, one of the things that I did was to change out recipes that I already ate. So I ate a lot of pastas and chilies, things like that. And so what I did was, like he mentioned, use the crumbles to switch out the ground turkey and the ground beef I was using. So I was able to keep recipes that I really enjoyed and just make them plant-based.
Yeah, and if you have recipes already that have vegetables in it and you have meat that's in the same meal, you can just cut the meat out and add more vegetables. Right. Or you can just add a different vegetable to substitute that flavor. Or you can add, you know what I'm saying, more herbs or more spices. There's always something you can do to balance it out and give it that flavor.
Exactly. So our second tip for going plant-based is to keep things simple.
Yeah, you want to keep it simple. You don't want to do nothing too extravagant when you're just starting off. You don't have to use a 1,000 ingredient recipe that got a whole bunch of this and a whole bunch of seeds and no. Okay, so you want to keep it simple. You can use some frozen meals at first to kind of ease your way in, make, you know what I'm saying, make things a little easier on yourself. But by keeping it simple and making full meals, using 2 or 3 vegetables, right, a grain. You can use bread, some pasta, or you can do, you know what I'm saying, some croutons. That's what I say, croutons.
Okay, I think where he's going is like, you only need like, you know, 4 or 5 ingredient recipes. One of the things that I love to do is to go on Pinterest. That's such a great resource. Of course, you can come to us, Iron Mama's Greens on Instagram. And there are a lot of great recipes that you can find online, but just doing things like we said earlier, just recipes that you already go to, you know, things that you can make fairly quickly, because if you're not spending so much time on your food, it'll keep you from getting discouraged.
Yeah. Step number 3 is to find meals you enjoy.
So one of the things that I did when I was going plant-based is to actually try out meals that were specifically vegan meals. I know a lot of times we see like online, like the Thanksgiving jokes, like vegan with Thanksgiving, like eating vegan at Thanksgiving, like having like twigs and shit, but like that is not what it is at all. I actually tried this like chickpea burrito, and I was like, oh my god, like this is so good, like I can do this, like I can eat plant-based. So
that's actually one of the first things that got me onto the whole plant-based way.
Chickpea burrito?
The chickpea burrito that you made for all of us. It had like the spinach and it had some peppers in it, and I ate it. Yeah, and I ate a little lime, and then you eat it, and then you're full, and you don't feel full to where you're like, oh, I'm about to go to sleep. Like, I'm tired. I feel like, you know what I mean? I'm too stuffed. Exactly. You feel up, and you're full. You can get some stuff done.
Exactly. So I think that really just like motivates you to be like, oh, like if I find something that I like, that I know that I can do this, like I want to eat this food, as opposed to like, oh, I have to eat this like healthy food. Like people associate like healthy food with things that taste bad, and we kind of want to change that narrative and say healthy things can taste good too. So the 4th thing is that you need some grease.
Yeah, you don't want to have the mentality that you have to cut fats out of your diet completely. You want to keep fats in your diet because it actually helps you absorb vitamins. It helps
for brain function.
And
helps prevent against heart disease.
Exactly.
So one of the things that you can do is you can switch out some butters that you already use for your plant-based butters. So So Earth Balance has a good one. A cheaper option that I just discovered is that Country Crops came out with an almond oil-based butter, and then of course you have your cold-pressed organic oils.
You can use, of course, olive oil and coconut oil.
Right. So those are some
extra virgin.
Yep, extra. So those are some good options, so that you don't have to completely eliminate oils from your diet. You just want to make sure that you're using the healthy ones.
Our last tip for you on this plant-based journey is to
Have a solid reason
have a
why.
solid reason why.
So when I first tried to go plant-based, I failed the first time. So I just heard someone, I won't name because he was me too. But anyway, heard someone say that, oh, you should go vegan because it's giving you cancer, it's killing you, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, oh yeah, of course, because I love following this person. But that didn't stick because it wasn't my reason why I was going plant-based. And so ultimately I went back to eating meat. But when I actually found my reasons, I tried it once and then I did it again and that's what stuck.
Okay.
So I actually watched the documentary. Well, I watched What the Health later on, but I watched Forks Over Knives, and then I also watched Food Inc. And so those documentaries really showed me like the dark side of the meat industry. It showed me how like eating like meat-based, dairy-based diets like really affects your health and how it's really unhealthy for a lot of Americans living today. And so after like seeing that and learning the facts for myself, I was able to be like, okay, I want to go plant-based because I want to be healthy. I want to live a long time, and I want to like help other people like feel as good as I did once I made the switch.
Yeah, at first I was just looking for something that would help with my digestive cramps. But then when she showed me What the Health, and then I saw some of the trickery that was behind it too, it kind of encouraged me to switch over and to kind of look more into it and do some more research. So it definitely has helped with my digestive cramps as a start. And then learning about it too has been kind of mind-opening. It kind of helps you understand why people are doing it, why people are switching.
Exactly. And I think also like in general, like going plant-based and like questioning a lot of things that you learn about your diet, it makes you start to question other things, and it makes you really like open up to the world and do your own research, because we all just, we learn from school, we learn from our parents, and we don't really second guess the things that we learn. And then when you totally change your diet and you're like, man, like the things I'm eating my whole life that I've been told are good for me are actually bad for me, then it makes you question everything else. So it's definitely a very eye-opening experience, and it's a great journey to go on. And I hope that this video inspires you all and it helps you along the way. Of course, we're always here for you. We're on Instagram at Not Your Mama's Greens with a Z. You can find us there. And of course, if you like this video, please like and subscribe and help us build our community here on YouTube.
Yeah, stick with it. Share the video.
Exactly. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll